Welcome to the Live, Love, Laugh, and Let Go Out Loud. I'm Lynn Serrano, and gosh, I have a great guest today, and I'm super excited, like I always am, but the buzzword is out that she's going to be on my show today. I mean, gee, it's just... Wow, you got the one and only Lisa Patrick on your show today? That's going to be fun.
Oh my gosh, you got Lisa Patrick on your show today? Wow, this is going to be fun.
All right, well, I'm going to do a little video, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, I normally would have her here, but you know what? She is just so much fun. She is my soul sister. This is a long time coming, but she's just awesome. So I have one other little thing to show up, and then she'll be right here. Wow, you got the one and only Lisa. No, that's not what I want. Hold on.
Oh, makeup wardrobe.
Just some hair was sticking up.
There we go.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good.
All right, we're live in the middle of the parking lot getting my hair done. Because why would you do that? Because the building's on fire. One's hair must never stop.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, whose hair is the best of all? Lisa Patrick?
I love it, Lynn. I just finished sharing. Hey, are we on LinkedIn as well?
Yeah, no, I don't have it on LinkedIn, but
okay, nothing. I don't need to worry about. Hey, Scott, how's it going? You know what? If you can't show up as yourself, then why be you?
And I hear it all. I did that at the last minute. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I just kept going with it. Lisa, welcome to the stage. You're an amazing soul. I loved you since the minute I heard you on Clubhouse. We were just
likewise, Lynn. Likewise, you are the epitome of kindness.
I love you. I love you. So, hey, why don't you tell a little bit, everybody, about you real quick, and then we're going to get into some semantics here, or some fun stuff.
Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks to Scott and Lee for joining us. Like, woohoo!
Yes, thank you, guys. Thank you, Scott Ricard. And so, anyway, so go ahead. Just tell everybody a little bit about you.
I don't know where do you want me to start, Lynn? Like, I was born and raised in a
No, you know what? That's for other talk shows. That ain't for this podcast.
I love it.
This podcast.
Ask me a question.
Okay, then let's go to the questions. Okay, let's just go. Yeah. Okay,
let's go.
So, what things have you let go out loud? Now, what I say is, you can't live, love, laugh until you let go of things. Mm-hmm. So, why don't you share a little bit about your life and what you've had to let go or conquer to get where you're at right now?
You know what? I've had to let go of giving a beep about what other people think.
You can say shit.
Okay, so giving a shit about what other people think. I've had to let go of that. And I let go of that a long time, like quite some time ago, not a long time ago, but I think that, in order to really drive impact, in order to help others, we have to be able to let go of the opinions of others that don't matter. And it takes, it's hard to do. It's hard to do because we talked about this before the show, right?
Yep.
We were born and raised in the generation where you sit down, shut up, and, be in the background, right?
Not no more.
And so I think that we need to be loud and proud for sure within reason, but we have to, in order to be loud and proud, you got to let go of what other people think. Who cares? That's
Yep.
why, you know what? I don't care. I'm there
Yep.
with, do I get my hair done? Absolutely. Do I dye it? 100%. I'm going gray. Life.
Amen.
It's life. Will you
Amen.
find me in my pajamas going live? 100%.
And Clubhouse is even better in your pajamas.
Well, you know what? Quite honestly, I'm not there very often.
No, but back in the day, we would be seen together quite a bit back in the day. Gosh, where does time
Well,
fly?
actually, herd together because you can't see us.
That's right, herd together. Yeah, but we're no herd. We're no sheep. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be
Lions,
specific.
hear us roar.
That's right. So, can you recall a time in your life when you said, "I would never do," that you ended up doing?
Oh my God! I'm a mother
yeah,
of twin daughters. Come on, as a kid, when I grew up, I would never do what my mother did, or I would never do that, Dad. Oh yeah, and then I catch myself literally. I'm giving advice to my kids and I'm telling them the exact same thing that my parents told me. So 100%. I think it happens all the time to any parent.
Right. But again, I love bringing that up in the show because if we can stop people with the same thing of judging other people and say you would never do things, I think the world would not go around and trying to catch the tail.
Philosophy of, I think, Lynn, as we get older in life, like you and I, I'm a little bit more seasoned and a few miles under our tires, you realize that you should never say never.
Yeah.
Because you never know, right? Like you never know what life's going to bring to you. You never know what obstacle, what you have to embrace. And so saying never is never a good option.
Yeah. But I said I'll never try to be a millionaire. That's a billionaire. But I'm okay with that.
Well, I never said that.
Well, maybe you should never. Maybe you should think about it. Okay, so now that I got you laughing, what makes you laugh other than me?
Oh my gosh! You know what?
Your twins.
You know what? I have a cynical sense of humor, a very dry sense of humor, right? So often what people find funny, I don't find funny. And what I find funny, most people don't. So I don't know. Let's see what makes me laugh.
Oh man, but you know what? You got intelligent curiosity that makes me laugh.
I got intelligent curiosity, all right, some days. Some days that takes me down a big rabbit hole.
Yeah, well, you know what? Rabbit holes are good as long as you know how to get out of them.
Exactly.
Well, okay. So I only 8 minutes in, but I want to get this out of the way.
Okay.
So have you ever gotten yourself in a pickle? What kind of pickle would you say you got yourself into? That you learned the most valuable lesson ever.
I did. And I'm going to bring a little bit of calmness to this answer. So when I was a PI, I got myself in a pickle. Literally, I got myself in a pickle. So I'd been in the industry for a couple years. And I don't know, it was probably, 3 years after I had left the industry, but while I was in the industry in the second year, I had followed a lady. And I'm really good at remembering faces. I'm not so great at remembering names. Like I play games. Somebody introduces themselves and their name is Joe. And then I'm like, okay, now I got in my mind as they're talking, I'm making memory games. So I remember that it's Joe's name. But anyway, the pickle point was that I ended up going to a party. Fast forward after a couple years as a PI, and guess who walked in to the party? My subject at that time that I was following. I was in a pickle. How the hell do I get out?
It's funny you say that because I was a peace officer and I also worked as a loss prevention store detective and stuff. And yeah, I got in a lot of pickles that way. So I hear you. I feel you on that. Yeah. Well, I ended up having to arrest somebody in my class that I graduated with, Every time she hears I go to the reunion, guess who doesn't show up?
Yeah.
I still have yet to tell anybody who that is, but it's not. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, they just don't show up. Oopsie.
Oh my
So,
God.
anyways, what do you love in your life other than your family?
What do I love in my life other than my family? Well, I love money.
So,
Not very many people will say it, but I love money.
there's
And
nothing
I
wrong.
love money because money gives you flexibility and freedom to do the things that you want to do. That's why I love money. Not because I want to buy a Lamborghini and lay my great bikini body over it and take a
But you
picture.
can if you want to. But yeah, I hear
I
you.
could if I wanted to, but I don't want to hurt anybody's eyeballs. But no, truly, I love money. And I think money, it makes the world go round and round. And I think when you have a good relationship with money, you can do great things.
Yeah, that's for sure. So let me ask you this: what meaning does living your best life have for you personally?
Living my best life, that's a really good question. And I'm going to give kind of a not so maybe not so like funny answer, but living my life for me personally is living my purpose.
I love
Right.
that.
And using
Hey,
it as a guidepost for just a minute. The garbage man is here. There we go.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It only comes every 2 weeks. But anyways,
gosh.
yeah, it's really living my purpose and using my purpose as a guidepost for everything that I do personally and professionally. And my
Well,
purpose is to help others live in their greatness. And the
you
more
do.
that I can do that, the happier I am.
You do.
Lisa, I just wanted to say best wishes in all things. Lynn asked me to say hey, and I wanted to say hey. For somebody who's done as much as you have on Clubhouse, it's a privilege and an honor to be able to say, hey, Lisa, have a great day. And thank you for the well wishes on 22, and may they be returned to you 1,000-fold. All the best.
He's so great.
He's a good guy. And you are giving and you do some really kind stuff for people. And another friend of mine wanted to thank you for being a good egg.
Hi, Lisa. I wanted to share out a quick note of thanks and appreciation to you for being a part of my summit earlier this year and for your generosity, sharing out your wisdom and ideas with my audience. And I just love the work that you did. And thank you so much for that.
So
God, she looks good.
I know, doesn't she? It's
Yeah,
amazing.
witch. She's such a witch. In a good way. I do. I love you, Pam.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so back to like my little questions here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. What is the first thing you notice about a person?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, I know, especially for being. I know. It's funny because when I was going to be a New York State Trooper, you got to go all this prep stuff and what you thought about a person beforehand, and then you become a peace officer, and it's like you got different perspectives.
Yes.
You have to look at it from what am I going to notice about the suspect beforehand? So yeah, I know what you're saying. That is loaded, and and then now I'm doing NLP with Rex, so it's like, wait, now I'm having to think and look at this at the same way. And like you, I mean, I've done so many speeches and stuff here in town with my lingerie business, over 2,000 parties. I don't recognize anybody's face anymore. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think it depends on the scenario, Lynn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't look at it's like some people say, oh, I notice their ass, or oh, I notice their eyes or their teeth or whatever, right? Yes, Scott, she is an amazing, beautiful soul.
Yeah, she is.
I think that if I'm looking at them, if I'm really looking at them, I'm looking beyond what's up the obvious. And I know that's kind of a cliche considering, much of what I talk about, but it really is, noticing the small little things that most people don't notice. That's what I notice about people.
Gotcha. So what makes a person beautiful to you then?
Oh, the personality.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
more specifically, I will tell you the actions that they take. That's what makes somebody beautiful. Because there's nothing worse than somebody who gives you a whole load of fluff and
Right.
never actually takes the action. You know, like their words end up being the supporting characters of their story.
Right.
How's that?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what are your big, hairy, audacious goals?
My BHAG. Oh man, my BHAG. You know, my BHAG, well, it comes back to money. You know what? I want to be a billionaire. And I want to be a billionaire because
You don't
billionaires have a different mindset than a millionaire. You know what a
right.
billionaire's mindset is? How do I help others make millions? And a millionaire's mindset is how do I make the next million?
I love it. I love it. And you don't
George Ross
want
taught me that. You know who George H. Ross is?
no.
He was the do you remember the show with Donald Trump? And excuse everybody, this is not a political
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah.
But he was on The Apprentice.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay. Yeah.
older gentleman. Yeah.
Yes. So
That's who taught me that.
Scott says he loves it.
Good.
So yeah, you know, it's funny you say that because the whole big thing about the want to be a billionaire, you don't need to want
Yeah.
because that want keeps you from having.
Yeah.
So don't say that ever again. I am a billionaire.
Did I
You're
say
already
I
there.
want to be a millionaire?
Yeah. You said you want to
Oh,
be a
that's
billionaire.
bad.
Yeah. So
Good catch.
yeah.
Then.
So now
Woo.
it's gonna be here because
I
I
got
am a
chills.
billionaire. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we fixed that. So
I will be a
yeah.
multi-millionaire.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes. There you go. All right. So what are your sex? Listen to me.
What are my sex habits?
That's the evening show. Sorry. No, just
Wrong show, Lynn. Wrong show.
Yes, we were talking about me starting a new show on Monday. And that's not going to be that show either.
I don't kiss and tell.
That's
I
right.
don't kiss and tell.
Okay, good.
Yes, Joe, I said Trump. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wait, is Joey Goodman here?
I'm so glad Joe's here. I love Joe. He's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
And we're talking about sex, Joe. So good Lord.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I guarantee he was at work and he hears that. And he's like, I got to go over here. I think Lisa should be sitting in a really
I
big
got my red chair behind me.
Hey, you
Ted,
guys.
how's it going?
Oh, man.
What are my success habits?
R-rated for nights.
Well, I'm not going to kiss and tell about my sex habits.
Yeah, there you go.
But my success habits, you know what? Continuously learning. Truly. I think that, you know what? We are not experts. I am not, many people will say they refer to me as an expert. I am not an expert. An expert implies that I'm done learning, and I'm never done learning.
So, I think it serves for me to do this right now because I think this is super cool. I was going to pass around, but I'm going to do this now. So here, hold on a second. I'm going to do this now.
What happens? I don't
know. So, this is really cool. I don't know if I should tell you a story beforehand or what, but
your show, you decide.
You know what? Let me okay, so the story is that I was going to have you on, you booked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because we have friends together, but like not close friends. And I'm like, who am I going to ask or whatever? And I'm like, I want something special. I'm going to do something special. And I was like totally shocked because this person was. And I'm like, no freaking way. And I go, Lisa, I love my Lisa. He's like, I love Lisa too. Oh. And I'm like, could you do a video for me? He's like, oh my gosh, yes. And this is like right after we booked, they said, I need someone special. And this is what I got.
Hello, I'm Jim Cathcart. Last year, I had the opportunity to co-author a book with my colleague and good friend, Lisa Patrick. And I'm so proud of this book. Intelligent Curiosity, How to Notice More. Her background as a private investigator and my background in studying adult communication for all these years has led to a pretty profound book that I think you'll really enjoy. And anytime you get a chance to learn from Lisa Patrick, do so. You'll be happy you did.
Love my
So
Jim.
Lisa, I may have not gotten quantity of people to speak for you, but I wanted quality.
Aww.
So, and he just showed up. He just showed up at the same place I was, and I happened to say, hey, and he said, hey, and let's make it happen. So Jim, thank you so much for truly saying you were going to do it and then doing it. And so
Jim always does what he says he's going to do.
yes,
That's who he is.
Yeah. He's
That's so
expert,
funny.
has been under pressure expert. He's like,
I love that.
You're making it creepy.
Oh, Joe.
Oh my gosh. So
and Debbie's with us too. Hey, Debbie.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just, again, I'm so honored that he did that, and you know, it just, like, I was like,
him and Paula are just like.
And if you didn't notice the hints on the intro that I put a lot of pictures of him on there, and I did the hair thing, the intro there, I was like, she's got to know I have him. Come on, she's got to know I have him, because like, how yeah. So damn, I'm good, but I knew you were better. I wasn't trying to trick you. So what mistakes have you made along the way? And we only got about 30 minutes, so let's bring that down.
My
right?
toilet paper roll is really big. Like, I don't know, where do you want me to start? You know what? I think that if you're not making, like, and I know this kind of sounds like a cliche, but it's true. If you're not making mistakes, then you're not trying hard enough.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the reality, right? We need to make mistakes, because if we don't, then we don't learn. And if we don't learn, and they're great for an elimination process, right? Like, they give us the opportunity to eliminate what not to do, or what not to act, or not what to say, or whatever it may happen to be. So I've made lots of mistakes along the way.
And here we got peanuts for the peanut gallery here.
Oh, okay, Joe.
You want to read that? Lynn's story was like, I was in the alleyway and I mentioned your name, and the man from the shadows lurks out to say, I will make you a video. Joe, because I meet you in the alley to ask Joe to do videos for me sometimes, and I forgot to ask him this time. Sorry, Joe.
You should have asked Joe, because he's got some fancy.
You know what, Joe? The show isn't over. Can you make me a quick video, please? Come on.
Yeah, and make sure you got your shoes included in there, because your fancy new spiky shoes.
Yeah, so please make us a video and I'll upload it. Message it to me. So the show's still, you got 28 minutes to do it in. I gave him the quick homework. He's going to be doing a video. He's going to be typing. He's always multitasking. That guy,
Joe can do all kinds of multitasking. He
does. He does. He should sell a course on that. It would be like, he'd be a billionaire.
He gets his ducks to follow him everywhere he goes. So, I mean.
Oh my gosh. So, what book recommendations do you think have impacted your life?
Yeah, you know what? I'm a pretty avid reader. So again, that list could be another toilet paper roll long. Probably one of the first business books I ever picked up. Let me think here. You know, probably it wasn't the first business book, but it was a really good book as to understanding who I was fundamentally as a leader. And that would have been Gino Wickman's Rocket Fuel. I don't know, are you familiar with it?
No, I'm gonna have to check it out.
So you know, Gino wrote Traction, he wrote The Pumpkin Patch, like EOS, right?
Yeah.
Like, so one of his books is called Rocket Fuel, and it's really determines, you know, whether you're an integrator or you're a visionary, and, you know, determining which lane should you be in, or what lane are you in, and then stay in that lane. And the result of that book, and they have some exercises to go through, like Gino has some exercises to go through. And I realized that I actually run in both verticals, really, like I'm kind of a chameleon. So it was an interesting book, though, because it really gave me perspective.
Nice. And what's the author's name again? So somebody can write
It's
that in the
Gino
comments.
Wickman.
That would be great if somebody could write that in the comments. I appreciate it. And thank you. And Ted says, and if you can't see the silver lining in those mistakes, then find someone who can. Your mistakes can bring the greatest finds. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Ted. I appreciate
And
you for that.
sometimes, you know, Ted, that's a good point, because I think sometimes we allow emotion to overcome our logic, right? Because, you know, you can have emotion in business around making connection and building relationships,
Good morning, Tom.
but you need to be logical in your decision making, right? In the results that you're trying to achieve. Emotion does not belong in there, and sometimes it makes it very difficult when you are making decisions based off of emotion.
Right. Absolutely. It's not always practical. Not
No.
at all.
No.
So what's your favorite quote?
Okay.
Thank you, Tom.
No. Relationship is the key. Collaboration is the gas pedal. Results is the fuel. And the vehicle is the value you bring.
Wow. I love that. Oh gosh, you got to be kidding me.
What?
Nothing. I'm uploading our special video.
Oh, I can only imagine if it's from Joe. I can only imagine he's walking with his ducks. Almost guaranteed.
So while I do that, while I take a minute to do that, answer this question. So, and it's funny. It says, "What's the best trip, traveling wise, you've ever had?" Yeah.
The best trip traveling wise I've ever had was the first time I ever got on a plane. The most memorable in regards to, so I was 18 years old and I went with my grandmother, God bless her soul. She's in heaven now looking over us. And when I got off the plane, we got off the plane in Hawaii, and the smell of the flowers in Hawaii is a sense of, like, it's something I'll never forget.
Really? That's so
I'll
cool.
never forget that smell. And
That's
that was
so
the first time I'd ever been on a plane, and I was 18 years old.
You know, that this guy is something else, because as I got that message and I then look over here, I kid you not, I get a message from this guy. My favorite quote is the one at the end, because it means the quote is over. and so are we ready? This is a first. I'm going to listen to this at the same time you are. And I didn't have time to put, this is Joe Ingram, everyone. You ready?
Oh boy.
We're ready? We're ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready. Do I brace for impact?
So move over to the side so we can see
let me put my seatbelt on.
No, okay. So we're gonna watch the reaction. So move over so it's gonna.
Hey, did you say, Lisa? I can do a video for Lisa. Lisa's one of those amazing people that brings the energy, brings heart into any conversation. So I'm just excited you guys are on. Go rock it. Have a wonderful day. I'm heading off to a client, but I had to say, oh my gosh, Lynn's calling me out on the show. And that was as closest to a creepy alleyway as I could get. Love you.
I love you too, Joe. But I didn't get to see the shoes.
But didn't you hear him? I heard him. He was crunching.
I heard them. I heard them.
I heard them, but we didn't see them. What did you think we were, on Clubhouse or something?
You know what? Only Joe would do the impromptu. You know what?
I am blessed of the partners in crime that I have. I think it's getting to a point. Yeah, that it was great, Ted. It's getting to the point where, because this is going to become global, it's getting to the point where everybody that's either seen my show, been on my show, or people that do videos, we're going to have a special group where I say, look, this is the person that's going to be there. Because
let's meet in Vegas.
Vegas?
Yeah.
What?
Let's meet in Vegas.
Yes,
Everybody was on the show on the Live, Laugh, and Let Go Out Loud show. Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is like I have to get sneakier. You know what I've been doing lately? I got to be honest, is I've been trying or not trying, I've been doing. I've been actually spamming people by saying, "Hey, I'm going to have Lisa on the show." And then say, "What date is it? Can you do a video?" Oh, and I've messed up because I've done that message for a couple people at the same time and sent it to the wrong person. They go, "Sorry, don't know who that person is." I'm like, "Oops." But you know what? I'm like, if they want to if they call me for spamming on trying to do something good, I'm still all good. I'm just trying to, so yeah, it is funny. It is hysterical. And so the show's gotten so much better and just impromptu, any chance I get. And I just love that. And so, okay, do you know what's the funniest joke you know by heart?
Lynn, you caught me.
Okay.
I don't know any jokes.
Okay. That's okay. But you know what the jokes is? I usually try to play this video when somebody don't answer a question. So I guess the joke's on us on this one.
Come on. You can do better than that. Answer the question.
Knock, knock, who's there?
I don't know. Who?
Guess who?
Oh, your mama?
I don't know. I don't know the joke. I don't even know the knock, knock
thought
joke. That's how bad I don't know any jokes.
I thought we were going to make one up right now. I was trying to play along. Anyways, okay. No, it wasn't Joe Mama. It was Joe Ingram.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God. What's the biggest factor that has helped you to be successful? I said it right this time.
You did, because I was going to say, what's the biggest factor that helped you be successful? Wouldn't have been a good question. What is the biggest factor? Well, let me ask you. Let me turn this on you for a minute, Lynn.
It's my show. Read the thing up there.
I don't care. I'm your guest. I can do whatever I want. So, what is the one factor that's helped you be successful?
Showing up and just being me and just winging it and realizing that sometimes I prepare as much as I can for the show, but the creativity, the excitement or the adrenaline to do something goofy doesn't come till the last minute. And I just wing it anymore. Cause I mean, nobody knows what I'm supposed to do.
But you said the biggest thing, and it would have been my answer as well. And anybody who knows me well enough to know that this is what I would have said, is showing up.
Yeah. Yep.
Period.
Yep.
Just show up.
Yep. That's what I do.
So many people don't show up. They don't follow up. They don't take the necessary action, but they want everything.
Yep.
You got to show up or you're not going to get it.
Or how are you ever going to know how it would have ended? You don't even know the possibilities until you're there. Exactly. I preach that all the time.
If I wouldn't have shown up for this, we wouldn't have had Joe Ingram do an impromptu.
That's right.
For the first time ever on the Live, Laugh, and Let Go Out Loud show.
That's right. Amen, sister. I love you so much. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done? Almost not show up to Lynn's show. We ain't going to talk about that, right?
The most fun. No, that's not true. That's not true. The most spontaneous thing that I have ever done. Oh my, I'm trying to think of, first of all, something that's worthy of that's filtered for the show. Number one, we don't want to talk about that.
Why not?
You know what? Probably if I'm thinking from my business cap. I met somebody on a Friday and I was in their office on a Monday and they were a little over 2,000 miles away.
What the heck? How really? That's
yep.
Okay.
That's pretty spontaneous.
Yeah. So
that's
Joe
from
Ingram,
a business perspective.
So Joe Ingram just messaged me.
Yes,
and said,
I asked him. So we're now doing a second thing that's never been done before. I now reached out to Joe and said, Joe, I need a second video. Could you please play it, Lynn? And then move over so we can see your reaction.
Oh my gosh. Yep. I'm working on it. So let's go to the next question while I work behind. See, I produce people's shows now. And so it's like.
It's good to know. That's good to know.
Okay.
What habit do you have now that you wish you started much earlier? You know what? This is a health actually. This is a response to my health. I don't drink water at all. Coffee, yes. Water, no. And I have just started drinking a liter of water a day, trying very hard, religiously,
Awesome.
creating that habit because I know that it's healthy for me. So I wish I had started that much earlier in my life.
Awesome. Yeah, water is a big factor. I have
Yeah.
issues
You
with
know
it.
what? I'm going to tell you a water story. Why I don't drink water. This is why I believe I don't drink water. So I grew up small town Saskatchewan with well water, and the well water was horrifically tasting. And I used to tell my mom and dad, the water tastes terrible here. And then when I left and I had city water, oh, my mother-in-law's calling me. Hold on, I'm just going to.
Yeah, go ahead and answer her. Yeah. Or she'll
Another
keep calling.
impromptu. So anyways, so I got city water and I tasted what real water tastes like on a regular basis, which was much better, but I still didn't change my habit. So when
Right.
my parents actually sold the farm many, many, many years later and they moved to town and had town water, they're like, oh my God, you're right. Our water was horrible. So never give up. Somebody might come to the realization that you're right.
Yep. He has a water story, but it comes in waves. Okay, speaking of that man right there. Okay, here we go. Where is
All
he?
right.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, did you say?
Wait, I did I? Oh, I downloaded
You get the wrong video.
No, Wait, I thought I just downloaded him. Yeah, okay. It take just a second here. It's just technical stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's coming on. Here we go. All right, here we go. Come on, finish already. For the podcast, we're uploading this video here. There we go.
Okay, Lynn, you're still on the air. So I am at a client. So Friday sales meeting, when we get crazy with the teams, then that's when the crazy shoes come out. But I do want to let you know that I'm still wearing good shoes, though. So there's the shoes. Woo! So, still got the flavor. Just a little bit more mellow, a little less spice. Have a great morning.
You know what? He's wearing purple. Gosh, I love him. Damn, that's awesome. He wore purple just for me. I know.
He did. He knew he was going to be an impromptu, not once, but twice.
Yep. There we go. That's the first right here on Live, Love, Laugh, and Let Go Out Loud. And we just let go here and we just do what we just want to do. And that's what I love about it. Okay, so let's hear. Okay, so what celebrities have you met and worked with, if any?
Well, entertainment celebrities or online celebrities and influencers?
Let's get back to Lisa. What does she think of me? So forget about the celebrities. He's a celebrity. Yes, let's talk about Joe. Let's talk about Joe.
I was just about to say, I think the biggest celebrity I've ever worked with is Joe Ingram.
There you go. That would be my answer too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. He's working on his billions too. So
exactly.
I wear a purple hat all your meetings. There you go, Ted. That is super cool. So we're almost done here with our bantering. So okay, what hard times in your life left you a better person after it was finished?
Ooh, okay. So I don't talk about this very often at all.
Go.
In fact, I don't know that I've ever talked about it publicly.
Well, there you go. An exclusive, everyone. 39 minutes into the show.
I had a very hard time having kids. And so we had gone through a lot of procedures in order, because we were one of those statistics that they don't know what's wrong with us, but we just can't have kids. Everything's functioning properly, it's just not working properly. And so that taught me perseverance, real perseverance of the heart, not of the mind, but of the heart, and that we can have anything we want we just have to stick to it. And so it was really, really hard. You know, it was a few years of our life that was very, very hard on us as individuals and hard on us on our marriage as well, right?
Mhm.
Trying to have kids. Definitely takes the fun out of success.
Success. Yes, success. Come around. Came right around. High five. High five. High five. There you go.
Oh, Joe's wittiness is wearing off on me, but it did leave.
His
It did leave me a
wittiness
better.
or wittiness?
His wittiness.
You know, my one co-host always says Lynnisms because I mess up with
Yeah.
words and stuff because I've had a couple little brain injuries and stuff. We just
Yep.
laugh about it, but it comes appropriately sometimes in funny ways, in little witty ways.
I love it.
What personality trait has gotten you in the most trouble? And this is a question for Joe, but he's not here.
What personality trait has gotten me in the most trouble? Well, good trouble or bad trouble?
You know, it doesn't matter, right? The statutory time has passed, so it's all good.
I think I'm like you a little bit, right? Like we're both really like I like to think that we're kind people, but sometimes that gets us into trouble.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It backfires and whatnot. But you know what?
Yeah.
At
But
the
it
end of the day,
but Lynn, does it, for you, sometimes people say, well, don't be so kind. Like, and kind isn't the word, but, they say that, if you're nice or you're kind, then you're naive, right? Well, I don't think that's necessarily true. And I don't fundamentally, just because some asshole or not so nice lady comes along and takes advantage of that, if you change who you are, then fundamentally, what would be the point?
right.
Right?
Yeah.
Then it ruins that one bad apple or 5 bad apples and ruins it for everybody else.
That's when you remove the emotion from it and continue to be what you know is right. Because at the end of the day, what I tell people is remember, you can feel good that you did the right thing regardless.
Yeah.
And
You have to
so
put your head on the pillow at night.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
and pulling and reacting in a way that's gonna sting the fact that you didn't mean that. I think if the world would hold their tongue sometimes
Yeah.
and be kinder with words, and they don't understand why throw that out there when all it's going to happen is it's going to come back in your face anyways. If
Yeah.
more people knew that that's egg on their own face,
Yeah.
the world would be a better place.
Well,
Truly.
and I think too, if people just pressed pause instead of send on an email or on a phone message and just press pause until the next day, you get a different perspective.
Yeah. And I try not to say the word pause because my Long Island accent comes out pause.
I like it though. I like to hear that.
Yeah, pause there for a minute. Would you please pause? And I don't
Kill your enemies through kindness. That's very
absolutely.
true. That's very
Absolutely.
true.
Kill them with kindness. Absolutely. So what's the most impressive thing you know how to do?
I'd like to say that I can twirl my tongue and do a cherry.
Yeah.
I like to say that, but that's not the case. I'd like to say that I can take my leg and put it behind my neck and walk around.
I can't walk around, but I can, yeah. So that's okay.
So I think the most impressive thing I can do is just be me.
I love it. It's one of a kind, the original. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And we need more of those. What kind of people do you most enjoy hanging out with other than Lynn Serrano?
Well, and Joe Ingram.
And Joe Ingram.
Joe.
It's a party.
Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
So
we can have
I think, you know what? I think I enjoy people who challenge me. That's who I like to hang around with the most. Intellectually, emotionally, and maybe sometimes physically, depending. And whether or not you're having a mattress gymnastics or you're taking a walk.
Lynn, you can make a group of people that love her by just speaking with them. Yes. Well, Joe is an amazing guy. My biggest thing is I want to have him on my show. I haven't. He's been my partner in crime in so many shows. I love him.
You haven't had Joe on your show yet?
No, because it's just
Joe, get on her show.
No. It's just the scheduling and everything. Yeah. But I got to tell you, I'm going to up my game, you know, as an investigator. I'm going to up my game to know I have to. That's why I'm marketing, trying not to like let everybody I want on here. I mean, like I have to up my game every time. And now you and Lisa into the mix and
No, it's a
the
love
love
fest for
fest with everyone
everyone.
watching.
Joe,
Joe
you're
is just
so good.
amazing. Like I love this man. I would have to do a 2-hour show for that guy. I
Do you know,
will have to do a
Lynn,
2-hour
I've never
show.
met Joe in person, but one day, Joe, we're going to meet in person.
Yeah, Joe. Yes.
And Lynn's going to be there with us.
Absolutely. He's just no, truly, I can't tell you. I mean, and like Tom Chenault, you know who he is, right?
Who?
Tom Chenault. He's a connector. Well, I'll have to connect you with Tom
I
Chenault. He
don't.
knows everyone.
Sorry.
He's
Sorry,
not been on
Tom.
he's been on my show doing videos for me like whenever I need him to, and it's just amazing the people that collaborate with me on this. It's like it's just such a humbling thing.
Wow.
And yet wait till I have them on my show. It will be because I'm going to bring it on cuz you
Yeah.
know that's the thing is I love to just love on people so much, and when I have people like Joe Ingram that loves on people back,
Yeah.
it's just a beautiful
Makes it
thing. It's just
easy, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it's just I've been doing this going on 3 years now, so it just I'm loving it.
How many shows have you done, Lynn, in total?
You know what? I've got several shows. I've got the Lynn and Scott show. I've got
Yeah.
the Lynn and Brian. I've got the Lynn and Cheryl. I got the pop-ups with Debbie. I'm gonna start a new show,
Like
which I'll
episodes. Do you know how many
oh,
episodes in total?
it's
Like
like almost
thousands?
400. It's almost
Oh,
400 videos. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
so how
That's
do
a
you
lot of
organize your
shows.
time? Yeah, and we're gonna wrap it up here soon. But how do you
How do I
organize your
organize
time?
my time? So in my calendar, I have acronyms. And like my days are set out. So I organize on my Saturdays. I sit down and say, okay, what's the rest of my week going to look like? That hasn't been scheduled already, right?
Right.
So I have ZM for Zooms, right? I've got YFs for my follow-ups. I've got OO for out of office. Like the list goes on, right?
Right.
And so then I can look at the end of the month, you know, how much time did I spend in out of office? How much time did I spend in Zoom? Like, so I can start to manage what that time looks like.
Right. Right. Well, Joe Ingram made a comment here, and my mouse is being really funny, but he goes, I'm an AI. There is no real Joe to meet in person. An AI that knows how to, in the virtual world, to put some shoes on and show you, and to show you a creepy door that I thought was his chest at first.
Oh, Joe.
Joe is just amazing. He just brings the element to my show. Thank you, Joe, so much. He's just amazing. Well, you know what? We're going to wrap it up here in a minute, but let me see. Okay. So if you had one piece of advice to someone just starting out, what would it be?
Don't give up on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think too many people do that too quick.
And you know what, Lisa, I'm glad you said that because that's what this live, love, laugh, let go out loud is people that have let go things out loud, but you can't live, love, and laugh without it. But most of all, we need more people to be eulogized while they're here. You know, I bring people on my show so that they feel special, so that they know, because it's sad that at funerals, these beautiful funerals, and if only the people knew, it would make a difference in their life. It would bring them back to where they feel their purpose. Because we do give, and sometimes we wonder if there's anything that comes out of it. Not that we should, but it's just nice to know, are we on the right track by the things we've done?
It's not
Your
about
legacy.
giving for ask of receipt. It's about giving but sometimes you just want to know that you're making a difference.
Right.
And you need somebody to tell you that.
Right.
Yeah.
And like example, I mean, I'm doing a show and when somebody shows up and they're participating in these shows to honor somebody, that means a lot to me because they're helping me honor you. Because it's not about me, it's about the people that love you and show up. And that's I'm just honored.
Well,
I show up
and I think it's such an honor when they do that for us as a guest, but more for you because that's a testament to who you are and how
Well,
they're willing to show up for
thank
you
you.
as well.
Well, Tuesday nights, Lynn and Scott has turned into where a bunch of people show up on StreamYard and we talk about a topic, and whoever shows up first, the first 10 people, and Joe finds out, Bob Donnell shows up. Now, you know Christopher Rausch, right?
Yeah.
He had me on his show and interviewed me, and he turned the tables on me by having Rex Sykes and Brian Kelm talk. And it was very hard to receive. I was like, oh, yeah. So I got punked by him. So yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. So now I'm careful. I'm asked to be on other people's show.
How
Lisa.
do you keep from giving up on yourself?
Yeah. Oh, great question, Joe.
That is a really good question, Joe. How do I keep up from giving up on myself? By just showing up every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like
love it.
there's no secret. It's just by showing up every day. Right. And believing in the impact of what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah, your purpose, the purpose of why you're showing up. The purpose is really important. And Ted, thank you so much for saying that. Lynn is amazing. Being on her
Ted
show
wants
would
to be on your
fun.
show.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
I'm sure you have a long list of people.
Yeah, I do. And sometime I'm gonna take time to go see my dad and drive down there. So I'm gonna have to take a little break here in August. But anyhow, this has been so much fun. And I don't play this often, but actually I got another little video for you.
I love Lisa Patrick, especially in Clubhouse. She is really, really awesome. I love you. Thank you for being on my show today. You're the best. This has been a long time coming, and I know it won't be the last. Love you.
Lynn, I love it. I love it. I love the format of your show. It's unique. It's different. You're different. You're unique. I feel like I'm Howie Mandel right now talking on America's Got Talent. That's what I feel like I'm doing.
Well, here I got another one that I put on for special guests. Not that all my guests aren't special, but sometimes I feel the need to play this, and this is one of the times. We're at the end of the show now, and we must go. But it was really fun to spend time with you on my show. So thank you for being here. Until we are together again, just know that I love spending time with you. Much love, peace. Make sure you live, love, and laugh. Until then, bye-bye. I'm corny and I laugh at myself. Well, my dear, we're at that time where it would be an honor to have you on the show again or do a show with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you're putting yourself on the spot, but I'm just saying, I just love you so much. You inspire me to be, you inspire me to allow me to be me. And that's what Joe does. That's what the people that show up and support the show means to me. So,
well, I have a new show that I started that I'm going to bring back in the fall. Actually, it's called That Problem Solved. So, Lynn, come on the show and talk about how do you live, love, and laugh.
Oh, I love that.
Problem.
I love that. I have been through so much in my life, Joel. I think it's impossible to give up on yourself. That's right. Well, you guys,
unfortunately, though, so many people do.
Yeah, we do because anybody can, because you're wondering if you're just spinning your wheels or you're making an impact. And like a lot of people watch my show and I get a lot of views, but a lot of people don't dare hit the like button because they're like, I don't want her to know. And then when I'm out and about or I go somewhere, I watch your videos all the time. I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Isn't that amazing how that happens? I always tell people, don't discontinue or don't stop doing something because you don't get the likes or you
right.
Because
Exactly.
there's all kinds of people who watch replays and you never know they're secretly in the shadows watching you.
And that's okay. That's absolutely okay because we're making a difference
just
in their life.
consumers of content and and that's okay.
Absolutely. Hey, they're watching it. So I appreciate it all. So that's what I mean. But you're just surprised that they're willing when they see you to tell you. I remember this one episode and it's like, oh, thank you. So it really is an honor. Well, it's time for us to go. You stay right there a second, Lisa. Thank you everybody for watching.
Thanks, everybody.
For the feedback. And till next time.